Your BBN Fan Show. We are live tonight. We are back in it. We took our week off. We are ready for football season. We're ready for basketball season, and we're ready for recruiting season as well too. So we'll be here for the next 8, 9 months or whatever the math is. But Leah and BC, how are you guys doing tonight?
It's been a hot day, but a good one.
Hot day,
Hey,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
BC, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Miss Bryant. Doing
Well,
good.
let's see. Hot
What up
day.
with you, Big Mike?
Man, I'm just trying to weather this 111 degrees heat today.
Oh yeah,
That's all.
you're over
Yeah,
getting the suntan.
yeah, I'm
I
over getting
forgot.
yeah. So I you
How
know
am
what?
I
Actually, go ahead, Leah.
was gonna say, how am I supposed to catch up to you if you're getting more?
The actually my office was cold, so I actually wanted to go outside today in the heat just so I can cool off. I wasn't out there long, but I went out there and it was good to go. So uh, you know what I used to do, guys, when a while ago, I used to give a shout out always to the first person who joined the show. So I'm gonna get back to that. Kevin gets the first big shout out today on YouTube. Thank you so much for being the first one to tune. Yeah, being the first one. Chris, I see you. Thank you so much for tuning in too as well. Guys, we're just gonna have a good show. This is our season, man. You know, football season starts in 2 weeks, and it's BC. I know you ready for Kentucky football to do something great this year, or just be at this point. I am not even gonna look. We're gonna be positive going into the football season. Okay,
Yes. Why don't
yeah,
we?
yeah. Why don't? So, we're gonna just get right into this. BC, you're not on social media very much at all. Not really at all. So, have you seen the? I noticed this. Lady Bass. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for joining in. So, actually, my apologies. It wasn't. It wasn't Kevin that gets the shout out. Thank you, Kevin, for showing up. But it looks like Chris was the first one. I just saw how the names are moving into the room. So I realized that I thought Kevin was the first one, but actually Chris gets the shout out. But Kevin, I love you too, man. So hey, it ain't nothing but love for you as well. But anyway, BC's not on social media a whole lot. So have you seen the 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 picture floating around of the UK players and the picture they took?
What? Football,
Yeah,
basketball,
football.
football?
Have you seen the
No,
picture yet?
no, I haven't.
All right, man. So I was wondering if I should show the video or just the picture. Now there's a lot of stuff going on about it as well. But I know the only reason I'm showing you because I know how much you really want this football team to really be good this year. Not saying that we don't. I mean, me and Leo, we want the football team to be good too. But you have a certain passion for the football team that you the 6-6 is just not good enough for you.
Man, if it was Kentucky playing ping pong, I got a passion. If it's
Okay.
swimming, I got a
Yeah,
passion. I
that's
just
the
want our
whole.
football team to be good for what? That's how just to be relevant. It's playoff. If we didn't have playoffs, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
that passionate.
Okay,
I'm
because
just saying.
BCS is so hard to get to. The
Yes.
With the
But
playoff, it gives certain teams a glimmer of hope that
there you go.
maybe if we have this type of year. So I'm gonna see if I can share my screen right fast and see if I can pop up this video. I don't do this very often, so please bear with me. B99, B99, thank you so. I was in the chat when I joined. Also, B99 was the first one. You know what? Everybody gets a shout out tonight on the first show. Everybody's the first tonight. Everybody gets a shout out. So BC, I'm gonna see if I can share this screen with everyone, and then you give me your thoughts of it when you see it. Okay, so bear with me.
Miss Leah's over there
21.
cracking up.
I
So
know.
man.
Have you
Well,
seen it? Yeah, you seen it. Okay, so let me see if I can do this right here, right
man,
fast.
what are y'all getting ready
Okay.
to show me?
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Can you BC, can you see this picture? That's a picture they took. It's a video. I just didn't want to show the video, but that's the picture. That's the ultimate picture that they have. They took this picture during media day. Let me see if I can. Hold on, hold on. Uh, I was hoping I could bring it bigger, but I guess I can't. Um, I guess because it's us three on it. BC, are you okay?
What in the
Okay,
what?
that's the and I wish I could actually. I can't actually show the. Let me see
Man,
something
I
for a
don't know
second.
what. I don't even know what to think about that. What? Wait, what?
So BC, let me see. Let me get back to here. So BC, that's the picture. That's well, that's the video. It was just originally a picture. So it was supposed to be all in fun. I think the only issue, I mean, if they're gonna have fun, okay, do what you want to do. I you okay, BC? Go ahead, Leah.
So they did say that they asked the guys, they told the guys to do something fun. So evidently that was their idea.
Man, they having fun, man. They having fun, man. That's all. They having fun, man. It's first of the year they having fun. That's
Yeah.
that's that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Go Leah. So my thing is, I mean, they already got us going 4-8 this year. People's already laughing at us. Do we need any more? Do we need?
Let
Do we
them
need to
laugh.
give? Did they?
Let the people laugh. Hey, we haven't played the game yet, so we can talk all kind of cash. You can do that the first of the year. Let them laugh. You're not gonna kill my spirits for this year's football. you came very close.
BC,
I
I
had to
think
get my mind right. You
because
came very close. It's not gonna kill my spirit. They having
because
fun.
you
They having
know
fun. Just having fun.
the I mean, and it's just kind of like it's if I guess I mean we're talking about like what 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. I think one of them's a freshman and the other one's a senior. I
They're
think.
just having fun. Just
Yeah,
clowning.
yeah, yeah. But that ain't your first thought when you first seen it, though.
They're just having
No.
fun, man.
He said, "Move
That's
on." Huh?
that's why I believe it.
His first thought was, what in the world? Only in a different.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just a shock. I don't think you. That's not a photo that you see very often, and with football players. And are they? People like, hey, are they on the cheer team or what? Or so, you know, it's it's just one of those things where it's kind of like when you don't want to bring undue attention to yourself, and that's kind of one of those things. And I don't know.
But at the
See,
same,
go ahead, Miss Leah.
I was gonna say, but at the same time, when everybody's talking trash about you,
Yeah,
in the face of adversity, show them
yeah.
that it doesn't matter. You're still having fun. You're still going to play your game. Don't let it bother you.
There you
I
go.
I
That's
think
what I'm
that
talking about right there. There you go. Forget about what they say. Have your fun. We just playing around, just playing. They can take it whatever way. I don't look at it like that. I look
yeah.
at it, they just having out there having fun and enjoying life. It's college. There's so much stuff going on in the world. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I think that's the first thing that I thought about too when I first saw it. I
That's not what
you
I
know
thought about when I first saw it.
it's the well yeah I can probably imagine that too as well too my first thoughts, but sitting back looking at it from a perspective, it was just kind of like okay, just I guess this guy's having fun. It's 220 it's 2025. I guess the things that maybe we would have did when we thought was fun, maybe they would think we was corny back then too. But just like Leah said, and I think as BC said when I made a comment a couple of weeks ago, that's a great way to answer it. Just go out on the field and just produce because when Kentucky football is fun, then it makes everything around Kentucky that much funner when the program is really good. So,
Mhm.
of course, you guys know that we open up against Toledo on the 30th, and according to these guys right here, they're basically saying that make sure I got this right. Out of all the Power Fours, see if I can share this right. Out of all the Power Fours, Kentucky's the only one. It looks like. Which of these groups, 5 teams, do you think wins? 10 groups of 5 teams that could beat Power Four teams is well out of the SEC. I mean, not the Power Four, but the SEC. It looks like Kentucky's the only one that made the list that's actually could be on upset alert against Toledo. Uh, Guys, if we lose this, and I don't think we're going to lose against Toledo. Toledo's a good team. I mean, they're picked to win. I think they're in the MAC, so these guys are picked to win their conference. I you know this this can't be a close game. I think that this is a game that I think this is a game that Kentucky has to come out and dominate in against Toledo. If it's a game that we are up by 3 going into the fourth quarter, I don't think that's a good look for us, guys. And might have to change quarterback, but BC's not down for that. But that's another topic for another day.
No,
Ride with your quarterback.
if you gonna if it's not a good look if you bring a quarterback in and he's going in and it's based on, well, if you don't do good this half, you're coming out. If you don't win this game, you're coming out. You gotta have a quarterback that you saying, hey, we're gonna ride with him at least 3 games. If he come out stinking up 3 games, I understand.
Yeah.
But you can't go in saying, well, we're gonna start this quarterback, but it might just be a half. That doesn't
If
look
you
good.
if you don't have confidence in your quarterback, how's he going to have confidence in himself?
Exactly.
I think that's what it comes down to, Leah.
I,
That's a great point.
I just think it gets to the point where sometimes that is carried out longer than it needs to be. Like we've seen in the past, 5, 6 games in, quarterback still making the same mistakes, still got the same stuff going on. Why haven't they switched it by now? You know what I'm saying? There
Yeah.
is a point where if they're not producing, you need to think of an alternative.
Yeah. And that's at any level. But here's the thing about our football program. Our football program is anybody, let's just get this out here. Anybody in the country can beat our football team. Let's put that out there first.
Yeah.
So we have to understand that we're not like a top-notch football team. We know that. If they go out, lay an egg on August the 30th, it won't surprise me. Now I know Jimmy got them like maybe winning 4,
Okay.
some 6-6, but we don't know. But all I know is right now they haven't played a game, and I'm like, let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Let's get it. Forget what they saying, but we can get beat by anybody.
Yeah.
It's teams out there that can't get beat by anybody in the country. But I know we'll see. I'm just hoping the guys have a good year, a good solid year.
A solid year could just be making it to the bowl, though.
And yeah,
It could
you're
be
exactly right. That
considering.
might be
Yeah,
overachieving.
could be. Well, I mean, it would be considering to all the talking heads when they're not even. I think I saw a video today where a guy was saying that Kentucky might not do no better than 3-9 this year.
Might not,
Yeah.
but
I don't I don't think we can really. It's easy to sit back and say, based on past years, this is
Yeah.
what I feel like we're going to do. Based on the program we saw last year, this is what I feel like we're going to do. But until they actually get out there and play a game, you can't really judge anything because you have nothing to judge. Like you said, we haven't played yet. They might come out there and surprise us on August 30th and be like, who is this? I
Yeah.
mean, it could happen. And if there is change, if there is improvement, like as far as letting the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator do their own jobs, which is a
Yeah.
problem Stoops has. Um, if they do bring it together, this team could surprise all of us. It's all in how they mesh together. And hopefully we have a big blue line again.
Angel says Kentucky got a good defense and special teams. Your offense not so much. And I
No.
think that's one of those things where we've seen and I know Leah said that we can't really base it off the years and like stuff like that, but just kind of going back, our defense has over the last few years has really not been bad. I
Mhm.
mean, we've had a solid defense. It's just been on the other side of the ball. And I mean, and of course, if our defense is on the field 3/4 of the ball game, I mean, at the end of the ball game, I mean, which they have like held up sometimes at the end of the ball games. But the offense is definitely going to have to pull their weight. So if the offensive line has got their stuff together this year, if our quarterback can't, it's funny because Tennessee they had they just named their quarterback, and I think he came from UCLA and Appalachian State. I'm not sure in which order that was, but you don't hear as much as about like their quarterback being as bad as our quarterback, and our quarterback came from A&M through what is it, Sacred Heart? I think that's where he came from. Yeah, so he came from there, but unfortunately, it seems like last time I checked, Texas A&M is a better football team than UCLA. You know, it's just a matter of perspective. And as BC just said, we got to get on the field and we got to play the game. And once we get on the field and start playing the games, then it's no longer what us, as BC like to say, we're just fans. It's no longer what we think or what we say. Now it's up to those guys down there between those white lines and those hash marks. What are they willing to do, or what can they do amongst themselves to be able to have a productive year? And if they can do that, I think Kentucky could be okay. But I think it's so important that we don't just win against Toledo. Like our fans don't want to see an SEC team bring in a MAC team like Toledo. And this is no disrespect to Toledo because they're supposed to be good. But if we call ourselves the best conference in football, and Kentucky's in it, then Kentucky has to make a statement in that first ball game. A win just is not a win is a win because it goes on our schedule as a win. But unfortunately, football you only got 12 games, so you only got so many games that you can get things done. If you're going to win, you got to kind of win big, and you got to bring the fan base on board, and also it builds that confidence of the team that we can go out here and that we can play at a high level.
I don't care if we win by a field goal.
Yeah, yeah, but
I
it's
ain't studied all that going in. We got to win by 21 points. Like I said, we're Kentucky on paper. We're not like legit. We're not
yeah.
Alabama. So if we go in and win by a field goal or 7 points, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I am too. And when you talk about winning and you talk about playing the game, and how our defense did spend a lot of time on the field um,
Yes.
in the past year, although you on the same hand you can say our defense kept us in some of those games because of
Georgia.
interceptions. Yes, exactly, things like that, interceptions, holding them to punt. But at the same time, you have to look at it this way: if you don't have an offensive line, you don't have a quarterback
Yeah.
because they have no time. They can't. You're rushing them. Everybody's coming at them. We're going to end up hurt getting a quarterback that's hurt. Like if
Yeah.
you don't have a good offensive line, you have either a non-existent quarterback because he can't get open, or you can't find a man, or you have a hurt quarterback.
Yeah. Offensive line is critical, BC.
Yeah.
And I know that you can. I mean, because and I don't say this to be negative because I know the ultimate goal for all football teams is to make it to the what's the name is to make it to the playoffs. But in a year like this, when when there's so much unbelief in the program, so much, and not just by the media, but by the players. The players is like, can we be, I'm sorry, the fans, which I know BC, I know how you feel about that. The fans are like, can we just have somewhat of a productive year? Can we find a way to get back to the bowl game? Here, here's my thoughts on winning. Is it by 21 you got to win? It ain't even about 21. You can win by 14. I think it's how you win the ball game. I think because if we win because we kick a field goal, that those wins are big. If you plan a field goal win against Tennessee, against a Georgia, or against Ole Miss or something like that 3 points is magnified a whole lot more on a different level. Saying if you only beat a Toledo or an Eastern Michigan or whoever we play, if we only beat those guys by 3 points, that means that Kentucky football struggled. We got the win, but we struggled though. So what is that saying when we play Ole Miss? When we only beat Toledo by 3 points. Ole Miss is like, dude, these guys let this team come in. They only won on their own field. They only won by 3 points. We get UK this year.
But you have to look at it like this though, Mike. If Tennessee kicks a field goal and beat Alabama, they on the same tier. If Georgia, gets beat by a field goal by say Texas, they on the same tier. Yeah. Kentucky's not on that tier. Kentucky is on the same tier as Toledo.
See,
they just in the SEC because that's our conference. They on the same level. That's why I'm saying no matter how we get a win, it's a win. Because we're not up there when it comes to football.
Okay,
we picked to win 3 games, 4 games, if that. So if we get a win, no matter how we get the win against Toledo, I'm good with that.
But you don't get any special prize for winning by 20 points or 2 points.
Because now if
it doesn't matter.
Leah and Mike, if we was like on coming in ranked number 5 in the nation,
yeah,
and we go and beat Toledo by a field goal, now that's a different story. That's a totally different story right there. That's when you like, we got a problem in Lex. But Kentucky is not on that level like that. Basketball, we beat Toledo by a last second shot. Oh, we got a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Top 10 team. Oh no, it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's different levels to this. And Kentucky's not up there on that level in football.
How do you but
we just in a powerhouse conference. That's the only thing when it comes to Kentucky
a win
football.
Is a win.
I'm gonna mute both of y'all tonight.
No,
okay?
Mike, I get what you're saying. If Kentucky was a top, if they were even a top 25 team, I feel what you're saying. We should go and beat Toledo by 14, 21 points. Yeah. But they're not that. They're not that. They're not. Kentucky football is just in the SEC, but they're a powerhouse like that when it comes to football.
Just because you're in the SEC doesn't mean you play like the SEC team.
Exactly.
So
they're not Georgia. They're not Texas.
You two talk before the show.
We're the Cleveland Browns of college football.
See, when I walked off, a minute ago
Man,
before we started, you guys told each other you disagree with me, and I will agree with you
no,
too.
that's why I
Just
have so much hope for this. That's why I want that's why I want football to be good, because if football is on a top level along with basketball and so on, man, it's just another level in Lex.
some
But
people
we're
have
not like that
Toledo.
in football.
Some
Right.
people have Toledo ranked in preseason polls. They that good, but how do you build the first game of the year is to work out some wrinkles, right? Would you guys agree? Let's work out some wrinkles. Let's make sure that we're playing against a different opponent now. Let's see where we at. But if you beat a Toledo by 3 points, is there any confidence that you got? Oh, you guys, guess what?
You
We
got to win.
we got the W, but
It's
got a lot to
always
work.
confidence will win. I don't care who
It,
you playing.
that is,
Yep.
You
that
be playing
is.
Division II school. You beat them. It's always confidence.
I don't know,
It's
man.
only
I
it's always confidence when you get a win. No matter who you playing.
Perfect example. You take, I'm going to go to basketball for a second, but you take Arkansas. Hadn't won anything till they played us. They played us and won. And all of a sudden they had confidence and they were 10 foot tall and bulletproof. A win is a win. A win's going to give them confidence because it's more than we had last year.
who did they beat though, Leah?
But still,
Who
when
did
you winning, everybody's happy. When
Arkansas?
you
Yeah.
Who did
winning,
Arkansas?
everybody's happy.
But who did Arkansas beat to build their confidence though? Did they beat?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But how do we build confidence by beating Toledo by 3 points? You don't build no
Because
confidence
we
by.
didn't beat anybody last year hardly. A win at the first game of the season is great.
Because we bat on the same level.
Well,
Exactly.
I tell you what, let's see how things go. And I'm as they say, I'm gonna bring this back up because you guys know that I'm petty like that sometimes. So BC, I'm gonna
Hey
BC,
man, hey man, a win is a win, man. Win,
Look,
baby, win.
I tell
And
you
like I
what,
said, I feel you, Mike.
yeah.
See, it's like sometimes Kentucky fans. It's like we think that Kentucky is coming in this season ranked number 7,
Well,
ranked number 2 or 3 of the SEC. That's what we're talking like. So when we play Toledo, we expect to win by 21 points. Nah. If they do, that's extra bonuses. If they do, I'm gonna be jumping up and down with joy like it's Christmas. But if they win by a field goal, I'm gonna be just as happy. Because right now as the season start, on paper, we're not that good. You know that. You don't know that. You don't. Leah knows that. You think we good? How good you think we are at football? Can we go back to what you picked the record to be? How good you think they are?
We have to see. I mean, I got us going 6-6. I got us making a bowl this year. Yeah,
6-6. That's 500.
That's okay. I mean, I think as long as we go to the bowl game, it's. Can we extend the year? I think that's the biggest thing. Can we extend the year by one more game? But for me, be no bonus this year. So actually, right here, Toledo is a top 35 team. Literally a top 30. Kentucky probably around 60th.
Look at that.
A win would be good no matter what.
Look at that right there.
3 points.
Yeah, but I'm not. Hey, Peanut. But hey, but I'm not talking to Peanut right now, though. Okay? Peanut, I'm not talking, and I shouldn't have even threw Peanut's comments up there because I knew that would be some fighting ammunition for you guys. Yeah.
If we're ranked 60th and they're ranked 35th, don't you think a 3-point win of a field goal is enough?
Yes, he does.
Well, right now, I think the point spread right now is 8.5 for Kentucky. It started out when they first named the game, it was 14 points. It's down to 8 points now. So my thing is, can we cover? I don't really understand betting. I don't bet, but can we cover? We're not gonna have a lot of games this year where we have the opportunity to
Don't bet
cover.
on it.
I ain't go. Don't bet on it. So,
Don't
you
bet
know,
on it.
so
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna
I'm just
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Kentucky finishes 6-6 this year. Look, don't make any mistakes about what I'm saying. It is look, and also a style of points. If you got teams at the end of the year coming down for playoff spots, styles of wins come into play too.
yeah.
Styles of wins
Unfor-
come into play. It does,
yeah.
and it's and it it could be even for the bowl games. It could be styles of win. If you're 6-6, we might go to Nashville. We might go to Memphis. I don't know. We're gonna be somewhere where it ain't warm at. That's for sure. Most likely. So it's gonna
Ain't
be
gonna
cold.
say West Coast.
Yeah, got to go. But it's just a matter of these guys coming out. You got the pitchers, you got the media, you got the fans. Everybody's pretty much writing these guys off for having a subpar year. But the the beautiful thing, the beautiful thing about this right here is everybody right now is 0-0. Um, and we got to get on the field and we got to play. I'm hoping that all the stuff that's been going on in the off season, as far as the media, no disrespect, no respect, no anything like that. I hope the guys get together and says, guys, we're better than what everyone thinks we are. Let's go out here and let's not so much prove them wrong, but let's prove to ourselves that we belong here and that we have what it takes to win some ball games, and not just a Toledo ball game, but a ball game that people say Kentucky, some of the ball games that Kentucky should have never won. And let's go win one or two of those ball games. And if we can win the games that we are supposed to win, and if we can find a way to win maybe two games that we wasn't supposed to win, dude, that's a good season for me. I take that. And that's even just if you make it to 6-6 with winning one or two ball games that you wasn't supposed to. You know, Tennessee is not, they don't have the best quarterback. Can we find a way to steal one from Tennessee this year? Florida's got to come to town. Can we find a way to beat Florida? So it's just how can we go out here and as a team, as a family, and how can we do that?
Said, he said, you have caviar dreams and hot dog wish or hot dog budget. And he
Yeah,
said, no buns, just bread. So
yeah.
that's how your hot dog budget is going right now, according to Peanut. No
Mike
buns,
has
just bread.
caviar expectations with hot dog program. Hey, that's the same guy. Hey, Pete, that's the same guy. The win by three is still a win, right? That's the guy. So no
That's
buns,
right.
just bread. So Kevin says Kentucky by 7. Uh, so if you couldn't talk smack, I wouldn't even watch. So if you couldn't talk smack, I wouldn't even watch. So go Michigan. Oh man, we don't want to talk about those guys. Those guys,
Mm.
the yeah. So those guys, they need to be on probation for a long time, for real. But the victors held to Michigan. Okay, Freebird. Hey, thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it. See you in basketball season. I'm a Wolverine football fan. Oh, I didn't know that, David. Okay, I'm just learning that.
Mm.
Cool. Okay, we always wonder how the ACC teams would do in the SEC. We're about to see it uh, with this roster.
That's roster.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna see how this all turns out. We gotta hope for the best for the football team, because when the football is good, it makes this part of the year fun too. And of course, everybody's waiting for basketball season. But if football is fun, you know that allows you to have some fun until that time. Because if it ain't, then people gonna be like, dude, in
Man,
basketball
football,
season,
a good football season brings a whole lot of momentum into basketball, man.
it does, bro. It does.
We also need a good football season because we need people there when the football revenue is going to be helping fund Kentucky basketball now, as far as like the NIL and things like that, with that share thing they've got going. So
And
we
James
really
Brown,
need to have all the programs do well.
yeah. If it has UK on it, Let's do good then. I'm all right with that. Absolutely. Um, well, come on, Kentucky football, make us happy. Just found. Hey, I appreciate it, Free Bird. Thank you so much. We welcome all fan bases. We just keep things respectful, family like, and clean like. That's all we ask here. You can talk smack or whatever. Don't attack people. Just have fun with it, and we will. You always, everyone's always welcome. That's for sure. The big news in BC and Leah. Thank you guys for your input on that football. BC, priceless. Look for the picture. Appreciate that. You won't be able to get that out of your head tonight. But anyway, this is the Leah. What's the big news on campus for Kentucky basketball?
Jelly's here.
Jelly.
Jelly's on. He's here.
Jellivich. Jellivich.
Jellivich. It's just so
Jellivich.
easy. It's just so easy to say jelly, but we have
Jelly.
Jellivich. Yeah. So hey, welcome Jellivich to Kentucky Wildcat program. Thank you for we appreciate you choosing Kentucky to come and play and spend your college years playing basketball. Once
X
now you
Factor.
on, yeah, that's X Factor, and here's the thing with Jelly. We talk about him, but because he hasn't been on campus and we already got a loaded squad, at times we tend to forget that he even exists. Not on purpose, but because he's not in the picture. He's not. We don't see practice videos of him. We don't see the extra social media, of them doing stuff with him. So I think now that he's on campus now, and now he's really a part of the program, and he's here now. I think it's going to be a lot of extra talk about him too as well. We got to catch up because we talked about everybody else a lot. So now that he's on campus, I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table. He's a four, correct? I think he's a four, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so he's a four. Can he stretch the floor? Can he hit the outside shots? Can he get to the rim? I mean, my it's a good problem to have for Kentucky basketball, but at times, man, when I'm by myself, which is a lot, I just ask myself, man, like, and it's a good problem to have, and I'm glad I'm not the head coach, BC. But how do you find minutes for all of these guys, man? Like, I mean, we don't have all the way down the line. Even if you go all the way down to Potter, who played last year, who was a integral part of their team at Ohio, even all the way down the bench, man. This we got everybody that can play basketball. How do you keep everybody happy with minutes, bro?
Man, it's like I said, you put defense up on the whiteboard.
Oh, okay.
You
Yep.
playing defense, you going to be in the game. Plain and simple. That's how you when you got a team that you got a lot of good players,
Yeah.
you go by who's going to play defense.
Yeah.
Who's going to go out there and get stops? Who's going to get blown by? Who's going to be lackadaisy on defense? That's what you go by. Your defense. Because come, March Madness, it's going to be down probably about 9 guys.
That's a big rotation, though.
Yeah, 9 guys. You got a lot of players because unfortunately, everybody's not going to get to play. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
It's just, but defense. If you play defense, which that's what, Leah knows, everybody knows, that's what we want to see. Guys playing on another level on the defensive end.
Yeah.
That's where you go with.
Where? Okay. So I see it being a little bit. Yes, I agree. If you're doing well and you're playing and you understand your assignment and you're doing it, you'll be playing. I get that part. But I also think there's going to come a time where substitutions are made due to the type of playing style our opponent has. You get a couple guys on the other team and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're getting around us. I see 2 people subbing. I see substitutions being made if it's just the right guy that needs to be in there for this guy. Because there's going to be a guy that you can put Moreno up against that you couldn't put somebody else up against. I just feel like not only do you have to earn your spot, but I feel like matchups are going to play a huge part. Playing styles.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's like I'm saying. That's what it comes down to defense. You got 5 guys in there defending.
Oh yeah,
They
and
gonna
and that
play.
and physicality is a big part of it. We need that physicality. We had a little bit of it last year, which was better than the past years. But I really see us being a way more physical team this year than we have been in the past because of the guys we've got. They've been doing the workouts, they've been putting on weight, they've been in the weight room. Like they are determined, to make a difference this year. And with Jelly, I'm not worried about him. I think he's going to get more playing time than people think because he's been playing with grown men.
X factor,
He's
man.
not been playing over here against high school kids or freshmen. He's been playing against grown men in a totally different type of league that's more physical.
And I told y'all about my dream.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember my dream?
What's your dream again, BC?
BG.
Shoot, BG, man. BG
Yeah.
gonna have one of those
I knew
years,
it.
man.
I knew it.
He gonna be double guy. He gonna be a
Ooh,
double guy.
bro.
It was in my dream.
I just want.
He gonna be an X factor, double guy. He gonna be the guy that you foul Oway or Johnson or something real hard. He gonna go over. And he might get a tech. He might get about 7 8 techs this year.
Yeah.
He's the enforcer. Don't
I want to.
foul my guy too hard. He gonna be the enforcer.
I
Put
already
him up.
said
Yeah.
he's going to be the first one to get a T this year. But Pope even made a comment when he was talking about Brandon Garrison and how much he's grown
Yeah.
since last year. He did say that his temper and his hot head, he's kind of reined that in. So that could be very good
Until
for
you
us.
knock the crap out of one of his teammates.
I know, right? And then he's going to be the first one in their face. Yeah, we know.
And I like that. Guy have an
Yeah,
enforcer, a Charles Oakley.
yeah,
I I think you have to set that tone early. Is what we're not going to accept in this ball game, and you
right.
set that tone early. Is that you're not you're not about to just hurt us out here tonight. We're real. We're out here. This is we're Kentucky, and we're gonna be playing some physicality ball tonight. And either you like it or you don't. But this is exactly who we're gonna be. BC Freebird said, 'cause I know you. I think they should bring back hand checking. What you think, BC?
Mm, Freebird.
I think
Now
it's
they'll never
petty.
do that because they won't. They want to see high numbers up on the scoreboard. But I don't. I don't know.
I think hand check is petty. That's just my
Mm.
opinion.
Yeah, you can do a lot with hand checking on defense.
Yeah.
You can. You can.
Yeah.
Don't be calling it. Don't be calling it.
That's for the
That's
big.
almost like having 3 hands, man. And hand checking.
Yeah. Otis just put up that I love Cam Williams and Steph Curry working out together. That's I'm not sure if you knew that, BC, or not, but yeah, there was some pictures floating around of Cam Williams out there working out with Steph
That's
Curry.
Leo's
So
guy.
yeah,
Yeah, I like
yeah,
me some Cam Williams and I like
yeah,
Steph Curry, so that's great.
yeah,
Great
yeah.
combination.
It all it all. I mean, but you know what I mean. If you send your player out to play one, out to practice with Steph, then either you already see something or you trying to bring something out of him. I don't think it's the other. I don't think it's the latter. I think if you see, I think if you see something in your guy that he's putting out already, and you go put him with Steph Curry and see if Steph can help bring out even more of you. I mean, and and I get it. Guys in college basketball now are going to work out with pros a little bit more now than they was back in the day. Uh, but when you get a chance to go play to practice and learn from Steph, I think that's saying volumes for you as a player and your potential and your ceiling of what you can possibly do here at Kentucky. And he's one of those guys that's flying under the radar for being a high draft pick next year too. But nobody's talking about it. He came from Tulane. He's here at Kentucky, so no one's really talking about him, and he's just another player that's getting that's kind of getting hid up under everything else that's got going on here at Kentucky. But when it all falls and when it's said and done, Cam's going to be that guy that's like, dude, like how do we miss on him? How do we let him get from Tulane to Kentucky when nobody went out there and recruited him? So I think that's one of those gems that Coach Pope went out there and picked up that a lot of people didn't see. But then again, when you got a coach as smart and Coach Pope, then he sees some things that other coaches don't see.
For him to get to go practice with Steph Curry, I mean, first of all, you have to have a certain level of talent to start with to even be put in that position.
Yeah.
Because if you're down here on talent, going and practicing with Steph, you got a lot more work you need to do. That's not
Yeah.
what you need. You
Yeah.
need fundamentals if you're down here. But by Cam doing that, that speaks volumes for his play, his shots, what he's already got. So to just fine tune those things with Steph Curry, that's amazing.
And
That's
a
it.
lot of it could be a mental thing too, just to see
Yeah.
how Steph works out, see how he carries himself. Because you can put like a lot of poor people around rich people and say, well, here's the platform of getting rich, and a lot of poor people be like, nah, I don't want to do that. That's too much. So it could be, he's seeing how a professional work. You talking about MVP, world
Yeah.
champion.
Right.
So it could be a mental thing, but like you were saying, Leah, it any way it goes, it puts you on another level. You
Yeah.
able because guys did that, been doing that for years. It just we have social media now.
Yeah.
Guys was playing, college guys was playing with guys in the NBA, summer and stuff like that. It's just now it's more exposed.
Yeah. I
Don't
think
you
that's
think that the
yeah.
pros, I'm sorry, Mike.
No. Go ahead, Liv. Go ahead. It's
I was gonna
yours.
say, don't you think the pro players like to give up their time and put their time and energy into
Oh yeah,
someone, they see something in that person. But they're not
yeah,
gonna waste their time and energy too. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
they have to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that, when I saw that picture, that gave me not necessarily that I was looking past Cam, because if you watch Cam videos, as they say, he's a dog, dude.
Yeah,
Like this
it's
guy,
pretty
yeah,
solid.
yeah, he's solid, bro. And look, I love Kentucky, and I understand. And people might say, "Well, you're a Kentucky fan, so you're a homer, and you don't see anything else out there." I mean, if you can ball, then you can ball. And Cam's one of those guys that can ball, and that's why I always revert back to is how do we get all these guys meaningful minutes. And I know it comes down to defense, but if everybody's playing solid defense, and then again everybody don't want to make that sacrifice
It
to playing top tier defense.
If you playing solid defense, Mike, you
Yeah.
gonna want to do this right here. Hey, get me. If you playing solid defense, you gonna come out of the game.
Yeah, no.
And that's when you go to a point where every made bucket that we make, you press
I
the
think
whole game,
Yeah.
run other team's tongues out, make it
That
hell the whole game. Where you don't want to play Kentucky, man. Especially if you're a guard. Oh no, I don't want this. I'm tired out here. Somebody give me a
yeah,
break.
yep,
that's how we win a lot of the games that we win. If you think about it, when we were talking about how we get to the 7 minute mark and we just pull all kinds of energy out that we didn't have, or we step it up a notch when we run their legs off. We take their
yeah,
legs out,
Mm-hmm.
tire them down.
yeah,
And we've got enough guys that if we switched out two here and there, we're going to tire them out. We can swap them out. We don't get anybody in foul trouble. Although they are, because they don't know how to guard. If you switch them out enough, they get used to guarding this guy, and all of a sudden you pull a switch on them with two people, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what do we do now?" And then you switch them up on them again. It keeps them guessing. They're not going to be able to guess and follow our play.
Leah, that's exceptional, Leah. Because I would love to see, and BC too as well. I would love to see us press. I think that's how you get guys the minutes based off when you on the floor. You look over at the bench and you know you got some good backups over there that they can come on the floor. So let me give you a good 4 or 5 minutes or whatever it is, going all out. Because I know that once I do that, I'm gonna go get a break. Somebody else is gonna come in, and then the level of play, there's not gonna be a big letdown, if a lot at all, of the next man that's up. And I trust my guys that are sitting over on the bench to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like I trust these guys that knowing that when I'm on the, when I come off the floor, these guys are going to step up and these guys are going to make it play. Now, I posted a video or it was a picture of the projected starting five, and I think a lot of people made a really really good point. It's not always about who starts, but who has played the most effective in that ball game that's able to finish the ball game and get us a W. And I just think because of we have so many players, I just like, how do you really start? How, is it a game to game scenario when you start five, or is it just this is just going to be our starting five, but everybody else is going to get their minutes? So I think this is when egos go out the door, and I think everyone says for the team.
All right. And I think that you get, you're talking about having playing time and things like that. Swapping them out like we are, nobody's going to get in foul trouble. Can you imagine
Yeah,
having a team that we have games where nobody's in foul trouble? Because we have enough guys that nobody should get in foul trouble.
yeah,
And I think when you were talking about does it change game to game as far as the lineup, I think if someone has an extremely exceptional game the game before, they may just slide into that starting spot,
yeah,
you
and
know?
Yeah, it's
and
gonna as the year goes on, you're gonna start to see who's the players that's going to get the most minutes.
yeah, you
You're gonna
will.
start if you got guys playing good defense and they're playing good offense because that rotation starts creeping from maybe 11 guys, and you probably see probably 11, at least 11 guys the first. Well, I ain't talking about the exhibition stuff, but the other
Yeah,
games you probably see about 11, 12 guys. But as it boils down into mid-season SEC play, you're gonna start seeing maybe 10. You can see 10, maybe. But also on the offensive end, that's when it gets tricky. That's why Coach Pope gets paid the money. That's why these guys, because it gets tricky because you're like, okay, this guy, he's getting buckets. This dude's he's doing good. He's hot. He got the high hand. Then what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah.
So it's kind of like the year 2012.
I can
Well,
see that.
I
But
hope we
that
win
this
like
team's not
2012.
like that. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying it's the options that you have like the 2012.
yeah,
That team was loaded. And if
it
Kyle
was.
Perry will went down to he started going down to like 8 there, if he would have did it, kind of earlier, but it's hard to play 10 guys and 11 guys and still be in the flow of the game. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's really hard.
Uh,
And
when you're
that's his problem. it's,
right.
it's,
When you're
it's,
talking about starters, it doesn't matter, whoever, just because you're a starter doesn't
Mhm.
mean you're going to be the one that wins the game for us. Like
yeah,
it's going to take collective, it's going to
yeah.
take everybody working well together, but and feeding off of each other. And I think if two guys are feeding off of each other, well, they may be subbed in and out together, if that
Could
makes
be.
any
Yeah,
sense.
like
Um,
yep.
and I also feel like I mean, just because you start first in a race doesn't mean you win the race. So
Yeah.
there could be guys that come off the bench that do better in a given
Mhm.
situation. And like I said, I think it depends on the opponents just as much as how hard someone's working. I think it depends on the opponents.
Absolutely. I got to give a big shout out to Carl. He's in the room tonight. Carl, I hope that you are recovering
Yeah,
from your
doing good.
surgeries. I was definitely thinking about you. Actually, I think about you today, Carl, as well too. So I hope your surgery went well. I know you had the surgery maybe 2 weeks ago, I think, if I'm correct. So please, I hope you're recovering, and hopefully some exciting football can help you get through your rehab and then go right into basketball season.
Mhm.
So but definitely prayers for you in your speedy recovery. Please get well soon. I think I wanted to throw up, but uh, yes, sir. Defense run. Well, hey, well, I never saw you before. I'm not sure if you watched the Wednesday night show or not. Well, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you're still on, yes, sir. Defense. Yes, sir. Defense, run, execute, offense, repeat, have enough guys. Yeah, and I think that's exactly what Leah was trying to say. We have the guys in place to be able to do these little, we have that where certain teams can't do it. Where we have such a good, such a big depth in our program and everything. So hopefully that's something that we can definitely come up. How much did that season with Curry? UK till I die. Thank you for joining in. I'm trying to see what this means. My apology. How much did that
Should the
cost you?
session cost to have Curry come and hang out with Cam Williams? How much did it cost Kentucky,
Ooh,
University of Kentucky?
don't know. That's a good question.
I'm not on the panel,
Yeah,
so I can't tell
yeah.
you.
I wish I had some inside. Uh, we have Kevin says, Kevin, thank you for the comment. Kevin says, we have big team size and defense matters. If one thing, if you guys don't know about BC is huge on his defense when it comes to college basketball. And if you playing defense, then you definitely have his vote because BC is he's a dour because the one thing I always tell my daughter is you know your shot is going to come. You got one of the best shots on your team, theoretically speaking, Ava. But if you're not playing defense, then I don't care how good your shot is because everybody can learn to shoot the basketball. Not everybody wants to put in the work to play defense. So dad's not going to go to the coach and complain about you not getting no playing time if dad is being honest with himself and not lying to you or himself. If you're not playing defense, Dad, I can't go to the coach and ask the coach, why come Ava's not playing in the game? Sir, she ain't playing defense. She ain't no good. So and I think that goes all the way through all levels, especially of college
Mhm.
basketball. If you're not playing defense, you know,
The, the
I would look. Yeah.
the greatest player I ever seen play basketball was first team all defense and first team all offense every year. It was Michael Jordan. So that's the way I look at it.
And hey, to get to that level, Leah, you got to play defense, lady.
Right, that's
Mm,
right. Oh, and I
yeah.
want to say hi to Ava because I just absolutely love her. She was the
Oh, thank you so
sweetest.
much. Yeah.
And hi,
Uh,
Mrs. Big Mike.
Yeah, thank you. So, and we got to rebound of basketball. For me, that's the biggest thing this year going into the year with Garrison
Oh
is
yeah.
can you rebound a basketball? Like you got to give me double. You got to give me 10 rebounds, bro.
I don't think we'll have an issue with rebounding this year.
I'm talking about from
On paper,
Garrison.
I'm looking on
Yeah.
paper.
Okay.
I don't think we'll have an issue with rebounding.
Yeah.
I don't think so either. I think we're good.
Um, Pizza says pizza 1 2 3 4 says we got another 2012 team, only another better. So I guess are we better than the
No,
2012
no,
team?
no, stop it.
Hey, we don't
Stop
know.
it.
We have to see. I mean, all we got to do is get somebody that can protect the rim. JQ, once he gets better, we got.
So
I mean,
we gonna go
look,
undefeated.
no, they didn't go undefeated.
They went undefeated to the Final Four.
Yep.
They
Who did
lost
they
in the
lose
Final
to?
Four
In
to
2000,
Wisconsin.
you talking
Yep.
about 2015?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
2012. Oh, well,
yeah,
Oh yeah,
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 even
yeah,
yeah.
even even that. No, we
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah,
No, we talk about the Anthony Davis boys. No,
yeah.
no,
I don't,
2012.
no. We need to
bro,
stop that now. Now come,
bro.
now come,
Low,
come
low,
April.
and
Come April, we hold up the title. Now,
yeah,
okay, we didn't talk, but
yeah,
we talk about don't put a team that ain't stepped on the court yet
yeah.
up to a 2012 national champion team that only lost 2 games, and
Well,
one of them was a buzzer beater.
trust me, our point guards is better than T though.
What? How
T
you know that?
low? You don't think
How
low
you
is?
know that?
We'll see.
Okay,
We'll
that's
see.
that's that's
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Hey,
That's better. We talk about defense. The
hey,
T
hey, hey,
put
hey,
that
hey, hey,
put
hey,
their
hey,
hand on you.
hey. Let
Huh?
me uh let me take a mental note of this.
Yeah, take a
BC
Look at
mental
that.
note.
done. It's
Take a
We're
done.
mental
talking
note.
about practice.
I hope
Yeah,
I hope you're right.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I hope
cause
you're right.
don't we all agree that Teague should have never went to the pro? Don't we agree that all that Teague should have came back to college another year just because
Yes.
you won a national championship?
Yeah.
He should have came back. He left
Yes.
because he wasn't ready.
He should came
I
back.
I
It's
take Jay I
it's
take
three or
Jalen
four.
Lowe. I take Jalen Lowe over Teague any day.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
haven't.
yeah. Yeah.
You
Well, hey, we all got him this year.
got him.
We all
Now,
got him.
now, like I always say,
Yeah,
I let you know about when we wrapping presents.
I got you.
I want visitation.
I just gotta go by what's on paper.
I got you.
On paper, we're what 22, 23 win team. And that 2012 team, they only lost twice.
That's okay. Well, I mean, we'll see.
I
We'll
hope
see.
you're right. That's all
I,
I say. I
yeah.
hope you're right.
you know, it,
I hope you right as a
that's
fan.
that's something that I look forward to. You know
I
how it
hope
goes
they
sometimes.
only lose 1 game or go
Uh,
undefeated and
I
win
know
the
it'd be
national
good though.
championship.
Yeah. Antonio, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate you. Not sure if I've ever saw you before. So matter of fact, if this is your first time, I'm seeing a couple of new names in here for the
Leah
first
probably
time.
know
So
them.
I'm not sure if you guys watch the Wednesday night show, which is Jimmy and Leah. So they'll be there on Wednesday night. So please join into that. But Antonio says that um, Jasper Johnson is going to surprise a lot of people. I mean, we
Yeah,
didn't talk. I mean, we didn't talk. He wasn't even in that picture that I saw. He's not even projected as a starter. That's but it's like that's to me. It's like once again, it's all about who finishes the ball game. But
mhm.
it's like you don't even have this guy that's a star, even in your starting. Now it's not the end of the world because Dylan Ham and Reed came off the bench and all this kind of stuff. But it's just like he's this star, and you don't even have him projected to even start. Like I mean, that's how deep we are. Is that any given night we could have new starters, depending on what Leah said. Is if you had a really solid game last time, you may have a chance of getting the nod for the start the next ball game. But it's all about can I be that guy that can maybe be in there in the last 2 minutes of the ball game and needing to push over a win. Have I had a good enough game that I'm in that five and we can get it as well too. Uh, somebody Jeremy was. Let me see if I can make this right here a little bit longer for uh right here. Put this up on the screen. Last year, Robinson and Kerr ended up not playing, but part of the season, and Butler was out a lot. This deep team should be good, withstand any injuries, which hopefully they don't have. I agree with you 100%. This team is really good, and as I said before, just getting these guys enough minutes and being able to and BC was saying, being able to get these guys in and out of the ball games. As Leah says, run them in the ground every ball game, and just till they can't even hang until they can't hang on no more. We are that deep. We are that deep of a team, and that's just the kind of caliber team that we have. And not many teams out there in college basketball in the middle of August is talking about really legitimately how good their basketball team could be next year. But at Kentucky, we understand what the assignment is, and we understand what the expectations is. And the expectations is, Coach Pope, you do your job, you bring in the right guys that's running in the floor, and let's get this W. Uh,
My
so
my thing that I'm interested in seeing is, of course, is the defense and
yeah,
the chemistry.
that's
The
big.
chemistry's
Yeah,
huge.
and that's vital.
Yeah,
Is the chemistry. That's
yeah.
what I want to see.
I do too.
Hey,
I want to
Antonio,
see
thank you
how
so
well
much.
they
Yeah, go ahead,
mesh
Leah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see how well they fit together because, Mark Pope pretty much handpicked. I mean, a lot of people get upset when they say, "Oh, we lost that on this guy," or "We lost that on that guy." We don't know what goes on behind the scenes when they're talking about coming to Kentucky. Some of these could be a Mark Pope telling the guy, "I just don't think you're the right fit." Or it could be, "Look, I'm not promising you're going to get minutes." And the guy
Yeah,
doesn't want to play because he wants to be the star of the team.
yeah,
So I really believe that, that's a huge thing.
yeah,
I don't think, but I think with the team that we've got now, I really see us doing a lot better than people think. I want to see, he pretty much handpicks his team. And he's picking this guy because he thinks he'll play well with this guy. And he's picking this guy because he thinks he'll play well with these two guys.
yeah.
And I can't wait to see what he puts together, as analytical as he is.
It's like a puzzle.
Yep.
It is. And he has that mindset of the as of course as the saying goes, the right people who belong here at Kentucky will be here at Kentucky. And I think that would help take care of the ego problems, and the chemistry that BC just mentioned, is because at the end of the day is like, if your teammate, can you be okay with your minutes being cut in a particular game because your teammate that's in your position is just on fire tonight and just crossing out all the blocks, doing this and doing this, and maybe tonight it's just like, look, we're gonna get this W. This dude's on fire. I'm not gonna take water and pour it on him and calm him down by taking him out of the ball game. You're gonna get your time. Let's just let this guy do his thing and let's get this W. And if those guys can take those egos and says, for the team, guys, Kentucky's gonna be really, really fun this year to watch, and it's gonna be exciting.
Well, more than one guy has already said, "I know I'm not going to start. If I play, I play. I don't expect to get very many minutes. I'm here to do what the coach and the team need me to do." And that's the right attitude.
It's the right
Be here
attitude.
for
Yeah,
what the coach and the team needs from you, not what you want for yourself.
yeah. I think that was a Kentucky kid that said that too, wasn't it?
Reese
Yeah,
Potter, wasn't it? I think.
Reese Parter or Marino, one of the two. Yeah,
Oh, it
yeah,
might have been Moreno, but
yeah. Yeah,
there's been more than one to make similar statements.
absolutely. I agree with that too as well. So it's just kind of recapping before we get out of here. Can the football team just show up on the football field, and can they produce some wins, and some wins that maybe that people said that they can't. The pitcher, these guys are just out there just having fun. Hey, it could be, as Leah said, it could just be, look, we already, what I'm saying, we're going to fight through that adversity of what everybody's saying that UK is not. We're going to enjoy the moment of where we at, because a lot of college kids would love to be at a D1 school going through. A lot of these kids, they go to these schools and they just kind of off. They're just off in the corner. But they would love to be at a Kentucky sporting a Nike jersey, getting all the media and all that kind of stuff. So they're taking advantage of, they're living, as they say, they are seizing the day, the moment,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what they're doing. And I think that's, people gonna make fun of it, other teams gonna make fun of it, but in the famous words of BC, let them laugh at us. It don't matter. Just just let them laugh at us. We just go out and I heard a radio show says if they make a big play, then they should hold hands and jump up and do the same thing.
They should.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
They should. And can I just say,
yeah,
Purdue should not be an exhibition game. Purdue is not an exhibition game.
yeah. If VC gonna sleep good tonight after hearing something like that, that's just
It's my
as the
home
older
girl, man.
hey, as the old folks would say, that just tickle my fanny.
No,
That just-
BC's my man, and I totally
yeah,
believe it. I totally
yeah.
with him on that.
Absolutely good. Jelly is on Jelly is on campus now. If you didn't know, well, I'm pretty sure most of us do. He's on campus, so now you should be hearing a lot more of him, a lot more breaking down of him too as well. Of, what he brings to the team now, because he's actually in the picture now. He's actually like, there's video and he's standing right there with the team. So it'll be a lot more talk to those guys too as well. So we're getting ready for this is our first this is our first show of the new season. We're going to be going all the way through football, all the way through basketball, and Leah and Jimmy will be taking us all the way through recruiting. That's what they do as well too. They do Wednesday night shows, and we also will be doing pregame and postgame shows. If you didn't know, most of you already know that we do postgame shows, but we're going to try to be really consistent this time with pregame shows. Leah and Jimmy will be doing the pregame shows as well too. It'll be anchored by Leah. That's going to be her show. Her and Jimmy. Jimmy kicks off the recruiting shows. So we just ask that you guys to continue to support us. We appreciate everything. BC, thank you for jumping on with me tonight. It's always good to see you. It's always good to get your intake. Leah, thank you for filling in for Jimmy tonight. It means a lot to me. I sent Leah a text. I said, "Hey, are you busy?" She's like, "Nope, I'm not." I said, "You want to be on the show tonight?" She said, "Absolutely, I do."
Yep.
So that's why Leah's here with us on a Monday night. Usually Jimmy's here with us as well. But Leah is, she's part of the team, and says, "Hey, if you guys need me, call me up. I'm right there to help." So we appreciate all you guys joining tonight. If you was new watching the show, if you haven't been around for a while, we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in and helping us out. Joe, BC needs to cut down on fouls, average 6 fouls for 40 minutes. That's too much.
PG.
BG needs to cut down on the fouls. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing though. We got people on the bench that can come in and so he doesn't get in foul trouble. Falling back on what Leah said, we ain't get in foul trouble now. So, but once again, if I take you out, is your ego gonna be hurt because you getting in foul trouble? But we got more people. If you don't get hurt, your feelings hurt because I'm taking you out with 2 fouls and we still got 15 minutes to go in the first half. You should be okay with that.
Yeah.
You should be
Exactly.
okay with that. That's for the betterment of the team, because if you got 2 fouls, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be aggressive because you don't want that 3rd foul before halftime. So, if they're going to take you out, be okay with that, and just be as they say, be a good teammate and cheer on your teammates. So, because hey, if you win, we all win, and that's the ultimate goal, is to get number 9. Hopefully this year up under Coach Pope, which would be a very, very, very big thing to go. Otis, thank you. I know I didn't give you a big shout out tonight. Otis, thank you so much. Otis is always when the camera turns on, always. And Otis, I appreciate that very, very much. Carl, he is too, whenever the camera comes on as well. Joe, thank you for joining in with the comment tonight. Antonio, thank you guys as well too. If I missed anybody, you can't tell I died. Peanut, Darwin, thank you guys so much for joining in. Until next time, this right here has been the Loyal BBN Fan Show. We got Miss Leah, we got BC, and I'm Big Mike. Until next time, go Cats.
Cats.